Roger Bolingbroke, Necromancy, Sorcery, and Treason. 15th century England was a rough place to live. There were so many ways to die. One day, you're a respected, well-to-do magister, a clergyman, an astronomer and astrologer who works for the first Duke of Gloucester's household as a personal clerk to his wife. Next, you're arrested for sorcery, witchcraft, treason, and necromancy, and you're completely fucked. This is the story of Roger Bolingbroke. So, the Duke's wife, Eleanor Cobham, had tasked Bolingbroke with producing a horoscope for her, which he did with the help of Thomas Southall. For some insane reason, they included the prediction that King Henry would soon die. If that had happened at the time, the Duke would have become king and Eleanor his queen. Of course, King Henry shot the bed and had a complete meltdown when he heard about it and was like, He had his council charge Bolingbroke and Southall, plus another man named John Hume, with conspiracy to kill the king with necromancy. How do you go from a prediction to murdermancy? What the fuck? Like I said, rough times. A woman named Margery Jourdemayne, who was known as the Witch of Next Westminster, was implicated in the conspiracy to kill the king and stood accused of supplying the three men with spells and potions to murder him. When all was said and done, Bolingbroke confessed to the crimes and told the royal council that it was all Eleanor's doing, that she instructed him to hatch the would-be regicide plan. Bolingbroke had charges of treason and sorcery added to his initial charges of witchcraft and necromancy. The Witch of Next Westminster was charged with false belief and witchcraft. She was burned at the stake at Smithfield Market on October 27th, 1441. Eleanor Cobham was paraded through the streets of London to pay penance for her crimes. Her marriage to the Duke was dissolved, and she spent the rest of her life in prison. On November 18th, 1441, Bolingbroke was taken to the Guildhall in London, where he was executed. He was hung, drawn, and quartered, William Wallace style. His head was stuck on a pike and displayed in London, and the rest of his body parts were sent out across the country to be displayed as a deterrent to other would-be conspirators against the crown.